back to That's Life with John Carver. This is episode number 276, and I'm calling this episode The Ripples You Create. Let me share a very embarrassing story. More than 2 decades ago, I was a relatively new insurance agent for a company called Sun Life Insurance Company of America, and I went to see a potential client on a street called Poplar Grove. Poplar Grove Street is in West Baltimore, Maryland, and it's in the urban area of Baltimore City. And I walked up to the door and knocked on the door, and a young lady answered the door. Well, I noticed that she had a bump. She had a belly. So I assumed that she was pregnant. So I said, "Congratulations." She stared me down. She glared at me and she said, "I'm not pregnant." OMG. I was like, oh my God, what do I do now? What do I say? And I apologized, and I felt like I was going to fall through the concrete sidewalk. Well, they invited me in, the young lady, and I did what I had to do in the house. They didn't become clients, and I can't blame them because I was stupid. Now, have you ever made some stupid comments or said some things that you wish you could take back, but as you were saying them, you wish you could take them back and swallow the words? Oftentimes we forget about the ripples we make in life by what we say and by what we do. Sometimes the words we say, the habits we have developed over the years, the comments we've made, the actions we've taken have created ripples in people's lives that we can't take back ever again. And I would suggest that most people don't consider the ripples that they have impacted in other people's lives. Everything you say and do impacts other people, whether you think it does or whether you think it doesn't. It does. Everything you say and do impacts other people. In the early 2000s, I bought a Cadillac, a big car, because my boss had one, so I wanted to have one. I was making good money. I was making $130,000, $140,000 a year at the time. And I bought it because my boss had one, and I wanted to look a certain way, and I want people to see me in a certain way. The payment was over $600 a month. I had 6 kids at the time, and I really couldn't afford that car. We were building a big house. I just built a big house. Dumb. I did it. It created ripples, meaning that it set us back 5 or 6 years. I made a whole lot more mistakes than that I regret and will regret for the rest of my life. And I think you probably do too, that you have regrets that you are going to remember for the rest of your life. So if you pay close attention, you're going to see and sense the ripples that you have created in other people's lives. Maybe those ripples are happiness or pain or frustration or self-doubt. Not you, certainly you haven't had self-doubt, but the ripples that you can create can be eliminated or reduced if you take the advice of Stephen Covey. He passed away several years ago, but he did say this. He said, "Seek first to understand, then be understood." Seek first to understand, then be understood. So when you place yourself in a mental state that you want to understand others first, the ripples that you create, the negative ripples that you would normally create in other people's lives, won't happen. So again, everything you do impacts other people. Many people don't even realize, I'm going to state the obvious, but many people don't realize that you're going to be dead far longer than you've been alive. So the smart people want to leave ripples, good ripples, positive ripples in people's lives long after they're gone. So starting today, my suggestion would be to make sure your ripples are full of love and compassion and empathy and kindness and patience. You know, it's going to be difficult some days. It's real difficult for me some days, but it's really worth your effort, because I want your ripples, your memories, your legacy to be worth something one day. So pay attention to the ripples you create. My name is John Carver. Thanks for watching.
Bye.